So students, we have x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So that's your x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Then you have in the x-axis, you have I cap, you have j cap and k cap as unit vectors in these directions. Okay. Now the same figure, I can draw it. See how this figure is drawn. Like this figure is drawn like this is your floor here. This is your floor. Okay. And it is the wall. Okay. Okay, students. So we are drawing here x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, 3D, three-dimensional. So this is your floor. See, draw it like what is your floor? Z axis and x-axis, the plane, zx plane. Okay. So z-axis is this. So just draw a parallelogram over here with the x-axis and z-axis. That's your floor. Now this is your wall. You know, YZ axis. So that's your wall. So it's XY plane because you can clearly see. And the another one over here, this is your YZ plane, right? So parallel to Z, parallel to Y, make a parallelogram. And that is your another wall. So this is floor, this is YZ plane, your one wall, this is ZY plane, or you can say YZ plane. Students, this is very important now to understand physics, okay? So now you can draw the figure in another way also, but this sequence should remain the same. Okay, so that why? Because we know that this cross product I cross j is equals to k, and j cross k equals to I, and k cross I is equals to j. So I j k I k I j. That is why we need to keep these axes in the sequence. Okay. Now this is your x-axis. Suppose I want to, instead of this floor inside, I want this floor on the other side of the wall, because some of the time, why do we do this? Because some of the time we are studying magnetic field. So magnetic field is inside. So how will we show? It's very difficult to show the magnetic field is going into the wall. Okay. So that is why we have made this floor over here. So let me just draw this again. I need more space. So figure should always be, big enough. So that's my x-axis. Okay. Now this is my y-axis. So it's behind the wall. Okay. This means here, if you compare this is negative z-axis, this y I am drawing. Okay. But so, okay, sequence is same, x and then y and then z. And where is my z-axis then? So this is your floor now. This is your floor. So your floor is, and you can understand this floor is like you are sitting in one room and the wall is there in front of you, and the floor of the room on the other side, okay, behind the wall. This is your wall, so behind the wall, that's your floor. Okay. So this is your floor this time. So your floor is your, students, it doesn't matter, we'll discuss it out. So floor is your xy plane. Wherever you draw these figures also are of not much use once we understand it. Okay. is simply this thing is sufficient for us. This is sufficient. Okay, so don't worry about this, but yes, draw these figures. And students, this is your, because some of the time we get stuck from, so from, we know the some of the time nothing is given to us, figure is given, so we have to transform it into this. So calculations will be done over here. Otherwise you need to keep on moving your right hand, like a cross b is equals to c, so you need to keep on putting your right hand on a and keep your fingers moving on b, and then c will tell you the direction, or by this law also directly you can tell. Good, fine, good enough. So x, y, and then z. Okay, so you can check x to y. Put your fingers on x, move them towards y, your thumb will be pointing outwards in the z direction. Absolutely fine. Now this is x, this is y. So put your fingers on x, put your fingers on y, and your thumb will point in the z direction, which is now your height, right? So that's your height this time, z. Here also y was your height. So that's your height in both the cases. So don't worry about x's, okay? So x, y, z. This angle is 90, this angle is again 90, and this angle is 90. Okay. This angle is also 90, this angle is also 90, and this angle is also 90. So that's your floor, students. Now let us draw this wall. So this is wall. See, this is the room in which we are sitting, and this is the room that we are drawing is behind that room. Okay, so behind this room. Do you understand? Yes. So what's happening in our adjacent room, means the room behind this wall means in front, in our front wall on the other side of the room. Okay, that's other side of the room we are drawing. So that's your floor, xy plane, that is the wall. So which wall is it? Means in the other room. So we are in the room which is behind xz plane. Okay, so wall of room behind, we are sitting in front of zx plane. Okay, so this just, let's like, why don't you assume it just like tunnel? Yes, this sort of tunnel. You can even draw one more plane over here, something like this. So I don't this other wall, like, okay, but are you understanding this figure, students? Yes, that's your origin. Behind.
You are not audible.
Okay. Am I not audible, students? Am I audible or not?
Audible.
Audible, okay. Okay, students. So that's your wall, no, means wall of the room. Now this is your x zx plane. So the same plane which was your xy, same plane, same role you are playing here by this zx. Okay, so obviously the x is opposite to them, like here we have minus x-axis, of course, here we have minus z-axis, of course, and here we have like this axis. This will be minus y-axis, so of course, yes. So now this is your front floor. If you want to draw this figure, so where you are sitting on the floor, that this is your floor where you are sitting. That's your floor. So see, we can draw this whole thing. So here we are sitting, and this is the zx plane, this is your wall. I have not drawn it here, and then behind it is another floor. Okay, so you have the floor only up to this point, means y x. So this is y minus y x. So that's your floor. So you can just make it like this also. Yes, this is the floor and there is a wall in between. So I hope students you have understood it. Okay, not a problem. Now we can do any questions. Okay. So first question. We have spent so much of time over here, but it's worth. Okay, believe me. So students, first question is the electron is moving northward with a velocity. So it's moving in the north direction. So the figure here. So which convention we are going to take here? So this one, yes. This one is okay. So most of the time we are taking this one in our book. So this is your east direction, which is your x-axis. This is your y direction, which is your north, not miss east, west. So that's your west and north, and that's your south. Good enough. So if you want to make this in a plane, so make this plane like this. This is your plane, yes, that I have just drawn. You are talking about this plane. This floor you are talking about. So that's the same thing. You can see these lines are parallel, right? So make two parallel lines. So that's the plane that you are talking about. And here you can see this is XY plane, right? Good. So this figure, this XY plane we have taken this one, this plane. Okay. Chalo. So X, then Y, and then Z. So this is the flow that I'm talking about. This flow. This flow is this one. Now students, electron is moving northward. So the formula that you have is F is equals to Q V cross B. See, there are two parts because force is a vector quantity. So first is magnitude. So magnitude of force, don't mix magnitude and your direction. So let's find magnitude. That's quite simple. QVB sine theta. There is no issue with it. And next thing is the direction. So how direction will be found? See, I told you that, let me tell you the story again. Electrons were not discovered at that point of time when these formulas were derived. So current was assumed. So there was only positive charge known at that time. So current means direction of positive charge. So all the formulas of electromagnetism are derived on this base only. Okay. So this is the basis of formulas. First of all, understand this thing. Is this clear? So that is why all the formula you have Q, and Q is positive. So on that basis, so forget the electrons here when you are doing electromagnetism, because electrons were not discovered over at that point of time. So why are you thinking about electrons? Yes, once you know the direction of current, the opposite to it will be the direction of electrons. That you can write later on, जैसे हम अब लिखते हैं naturally. Okay. So आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी अगर आप ऐसे सोचेंगे तो. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डिस्कवर ही नहीं हुए थे जब ये चैप्टर लिखा गया. Is this clear to everyone? So assume the charge carriers as positive charge carriers. Okay. Yes or no? Are you people awake or sleeping? Eating? What? Yes, beta, you need to be active. Come on. If I ask you to write the messages, then that you will write. Yes. Are you fine, everybody? Okay. Just write your message in the chat box. Everything is okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So students, direction, I told you, write V cross B. See, step by step. First thing, always write V cross B. Second step, see V is in which direction. Let us take from this question. An electron is moving northward with a velocity. So northward is your y-axis. So what is the direction of, so what is V actually? So right here, what is given to you? So what is given to you? V is equals to, right with direction. The magnitude is 3 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second. And along with the direction, I'm writing here vector. So which direction is it, students? That's y direction. That's j cap. Good. Now, in the uniform magnetic field B, and that is 10 Tesla, which direction, students? East. So east is your which direction? That's I cap. That's j cap. Yes or no? Okay. Good. Yes. So magnitude, only talk about magnitude. What is Q here? Electron. So what is the charge of electron? Q equals to E, right? Charge of electron. Don't talk about the negative positive thing while calculating the magnitude. Okay, so don't talk about the directions, only talk about, so plus Q, so plus charge. So 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into velocity is 3 into 10 raised to the power 7 into B is 10, and what is theta here, students? Of course, theta is angle between G and I, that is 90 degree. There's no doubt about it. So sine 90. So you calculate it out. How much do you get? 4.8 into 10 raised to 11. Very good, बहुत बढ़िया. तो स्टूडेंट्स मैग्नीट्यूड बिल्कुल आराम से निकालो. आफ्टर दैट डायरेक्शन V की डायरेक्शन क्या है? व्हाट डायरेक्शन ऑफ V? J कैप मल्टीप्लाई व्हाट डायरेक्शन ऑफ B? I कैप. बस एज सिंपल एज दैट. आपको क्या मिलेगा? F की डायरेक्शन मिलेगी ना. तो बताओ F की डायरेक्शन क्या है? J क्रॉस I. बना लो आराम से. I J K. तो J क्रॉस ऐसे उल्टा चले ना, तो क्या आएगा? माइनस K कैप. इज दिस क्लियर? ये डायरेक्शन किसके लिए आई? माइनस K कैप. ध्यान से समझे. पॉजिटिव चार्ज के लिए, फॉर पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सर मुझे तो यहां पर तो नेगेटिव चार्ज दे रखा है. तो चलो आप ऐसा कर लो, हर एक में मिलेगा आपको, तो Q भी लिख लो यहां पर, टू सॉर्ट आउट दिस मैटर फॉर वन एंड ऑल, फर्स्ट एंड ऑल टाइम. तो अब आप यहां चार्ज लिख दिया करो. फिर ये बात, चार्ज क्या आपका? इलेक्ट्रॉन. नेगेटिव है ना, तो लिख दो इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, नाउ हैप्पी, कंसिडर्ड योर चार्ज. तो एक स्टेप और लिख लो, कोई बात नहीं. माइनस I J क्रॉस, दैट इज माइनस. तो स्टूडेंट्स डायरेक्शन क्या आ गई आपकी? K कैप. सो दैट्स द डायरेक्शन K कैप. सो I क्रॉस J, तो ये डायरेक्शन हो गई आपकी K कैप की. ये हमने अगर ये लिया हमने, यस, तो दैट्स अपवर्ड. ओके, तो I क्रॉस J बुक में तो नहीं दे रखा, उसने तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट की बात की. आपने K कैप निकाल लिया. K कैप आपको पता है कि हमने जो एक्सेस लिया, दीज आर द एक्सेस वी हैव टेकन. दिस एक्स एक्सेस, और ये क्योंकि बिहाइंड है तो दैट इज इट इज डॉटेड. सो दैट्स y एक्सिस एंड दिस इज योर z एक्सिस. सो K cap is your along z axis, so direction is upward. So that's the magnitude of the force and that's the direction of the force. तो स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे निकालेंगे एकदम बढ़िया से तरीके से. और आप लिखना चाहो, अगर आपको I J K कैप दे रखे हैं तो आप K कैप लिख सकते हो. अदरवाइज यू नीड टू राइट द फोर्स इज इक्वल्स टू 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 11 न्यूटन upwards. ओके, चलो आराम से ऐसे ही करना आपको. ओके, चलो. Okay, students, shall we start the next question? That's good. So those who have not noted it down, please note it down. Hello. So students, I hope you have noted it down and we can move forward, right? You can also take a snapshot of it, otherwise recording will also be available. But some of the time there is some problems with the recording, so not available some of the time. Most of the time it's available. Okay. Good question, students. Second question. What's your second question? A positive charge? You have a positive charge now? That's good. How much is your charge? Plus 1.5 microcoulomb? Yes. So it means plus 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulombs. That's your Q. Now it is moving with what speed? 2 into 10 raised to power 6 towards positive axis. So that's 2 into 10 raised to power 6 I कैप. इस बार तो हमारे डोमेन में ही क्वेश्चन आ गया. इस बार तो आई कैप जे कैप में ही आ गया क्वेश्चन. आसान हो गया तो हमारे लिए तो. व्हाट इज बी? ये भी और अच्छी बात होगी. देखो मजे हो गए तुम्हारे. क्वेश्चन जो है वो अपने आप ही along x axis y axis z axis रिजॉल्व करके दे रखा आपको तो सभी कुछ. तो this much of Tesla in space. Okay, so you have to find the magnetic force. That's need to do. सर कौन सी फिगर बनाए बेटा? मजे हैं, जो मर्जी बना लो. x y z ये बना लो, या फिर x y z ये बना लो. आंसर ये क्या है? इससे इसकी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी आपको, सिर्फ अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए बनानी है तो बना लो. चलो, तो सबसे पहले बात करें मैग्नीट्यूड की. फॉर्मूला आपको पता ही है, Q इंटू वी क्रॉस बेटा. ओके, so why haven't you told it earlier? Huh? See, you have to participate actively. Okay, so Q is this, V, B and FB. Okay, so that much part, if you want to listen, that will be available in the recording, I think. Okay, so that's the advantage of recording. If something missing, watch it again. Okay students, so magnitude. So what is the magnitude? Magnitude is equals to Q. So I told you that when you are taking magnitude, students, take magnitude only. Okay, so magnitude of K and then take magnitude of this. So you can write it like this, more mathematical way. And so taking the magnitudes. Okay, so FB is equals to Q V B sin theta. पूरा 3 steps में I have told you how to write it. Done. So this is Q is your magnet. Okay students, yaad hai Coulomb's force we were
Yes, sir.
doing. In that also I told you when it is Coulomb force, write down K and in the bracket, sorry, in the modulus, this by R square. Do you remember this thing? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Same thing. Good. So magnitude, let us calculate it. So FB is equals to magnetic force equal to Q. What is Q? So we need a lot of space here. So 1.5 into 10 to the minus 6 into what is V? 2 into 10 raised to the power 6 into. So don't worry about directions. Don't worry about sign of V. So what is B? So magnitude of B, students, that's a problem. So either find the magnitude. So what is magnitude of B otherwise? That will be under the root. But see, as B is given to you, so it's not actually a good thing to calculate it magnitude wise and then direction wise, because already direction ijk is given to you, students. So it will, I will not advise you to do this question, otherwise you need to find the magnitude that already you know under the root 0.2 and 0.4. So no, not advisable. So directly use the formula here because ijk is given to you, so directly we can do it. So now whatever be the sign of Q, you have to take. If it is positive, take positive. Negative, take negative. Yes. Okay. So here when you are using this formula in vector form, I am writing take sign of Q. Okay. When you are using this formula in magnitude, don't take sign of Q. Okay, confusion over? So plus 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 into what is V? 2 into 10 to the power 6 I cap into B, that is your, yes, what is it? Students, I need active participation, please. Okay. So what is it equals to? So 1 point. So you can take this outside, not an issue. So this multiplied by this, what do you get? 1.5 into 2 is 3 and 10 to the power 16, and this is your 10 to the power minus 6, right? Students, why don't you speak? It's 10 to the power minus 6 only. We are writing here 10 to the power minus 16. Why don't you people say? So that's 0 then. 10 to the power 6 and 6, 10 to the power 0. 10 to the power 0 is 1. So now, so multiply this I with this and I with this, cross product, okay? So I cross 0.2j. So you can write 0.2 here in front, that's also the same thing, plus I into 0.4k. Is it okay, students? Done? Now you know the formulas. I cross j is your k. Yes, you know this. Take second. I, j, and k. So I, j, k. So here you will get, so multiply the constant term separately, that is 0.2, and I cross j is your k. Okay. Plus now 1 into 0.4 is 0.4, I cross k. So I cross k moving in reverse direction, so minus j, right? Is this done, students?
Yes, sir.
So that you can further write it as 0.6k minus 1.2j. Done? Shall we?
You done, sir.
Okay. Yes, is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Now finding them easy or not? So students, I have given you 2 more questions as homework. Shall we take those questions? They are quite easy. I think you might have done them yourself. So this was related to the charge. And now we know the formula for the current carrying conductor, and in the magnetic field, so magnetic field will exert a force on the current carrying conductor, and that force will be given by F is equals to I L cross B. So ILB. Yes or no? Is this okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. कम से कम एक आदमी तो है जो चलिए, let us do the examples first based on this question. Example 4.1. A straight wire of mass 200 grams and length 1.5 meter. So mass of the wire is given to you. That is 200 grams. See, even figure is given to you. So that's the figure. So you can see, students, what's the plane that we are drawing here? Again, that x, and this is y-axis, and it's your z-axis, right? So this is your x, that's your y. Can we take it like this? Yes. So a straight wire of mass 200 grams and length 1.5 meters. It carries a current of 2 ampere. Okay. It is suspended in mid-air by a uniform horizontal. So this is your plane. Yes. This is your floor, XY plane. And see, it is suspended over here. Okay. So do you understand? Yes. This rod is suspended over here. So coming out of this plane, coming out of which plane? ZY plane, right? Understood the figure, students? Yes. So perpendicular. So this rod is actually perpendicular to this ZY plane. Okay. Understood the figure? So here also you draw it here, you draw it here, draw it anywhere. So here it is drawn. This rod I, the rod carrying the current I. That's the direction of current. Now, so obviously draw only one rod. Okay, don't don't take 3 rods. So you can take one rod as. So let us, now you have understood the plane. So you can assume this rod is over here. Okay, that's a rod. So obviously, see, this rod is not lying. This rod should be, let us draw it here. It's more Okay, so rod is over here. So there's of course a downward force mg acting on it, but still it is not in motion, it is suspended in air. It means FB is acting upward. कुछ रहा ही नहीं आपके लिए तो इस क्वेश्चन में. You can verify the directions, but still, okay. So it is suspended in the midair by uniform magnetic field B. What is the magnitude of magnetic field? So डायरेक्शन का कोई जिक्र ही नहीं, सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड की बात करेंगे तो एफ बी इज इक्वल्स टू आई एल बी साइन थीटा, राइट. एंड नाउ एफ बी मैग्नीट्यूड्स की बात करेंगे, डायरेक्शंस तो ऑफकोर्स इनकी अपोजिट है, तो मैग्नीट्यूड तो सेम है. तो एफ बी इज इक्वल्स टू gravitational force. So magnetic force is equal to gravitational force, or you can write gravitational force, that's the same thing. So students, and what is theta here? What is the angle between L and B? So that's your direction of L. So what is the direction of B? See here, now look at the figure. अब आपको पता लगेगा इसका ये जो आपने ड्रॉ किया इसकी क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है. सी, ही हैज इन द फिगर, ही हैज गिवन दिस डायरेक्शन ऑफ बी, ओके, एंड ही हैज रिटन दैट इट इज हॉरिजॉन्टल फील्ड. व्हाट इज इट? हॉरिजॉन्टल, एंड हॉरिजॉन्टल coming out. So this is the wall. He has drawn this on the bottom of the wall, means the bottom line. Yes, this line. He has drawn it on this line. See, the magnetic field is along this and it is going inside. See, you have two directions, either inside or outside. So this direction means what? So if you have an arrow like this, so here you have this cross sign. So this arrow, so if the arrow is coming towards you, you will see this. So this means this arrowhead, right? This arrowhead. So it means this is coming out towards you, and this direction is going in away from you. Is this clear, students? These two directions. So here this direction is shown. So what is the field? So it means field is along your y-axis. Is this clear, students? Field is horizontal. What is your horizontal plane? What is your horizontal plane? XY plane. Field is horizontal. And second thing, the field, you can see this cross moving away from you. So that's B. So students, this is what all you need to understand. Okay, is this clear to everyone? So here your field is along y-axis. So field is along y-axis. So field, direction of field is, so if you talk about directions, so that's magnitude. If you talk about directions, so FB is equals to L cross B. So of course I will always be positive, so I'm not writing that. So L is your direction of L, you can see, is along x-axis. So this x-axis, and B is along your y-axis. So B is along y-axis j cap and L is along x-axis I cap. So what is the direction you will get for force? I cross J. That's your K, isn't it? Got it, students? So K direction is this, that's your K direction, upward. So that's K direction, and that's the direction of your magnetic force. I hope this is understood now. So FB upward, gravitational force downward. And the angle between I and J, theta. So this gives me IJ, also gives me theta equals to 90 degree. And sine 90 is equals to 1. Okay. So FB is equals to, so theta is your 90 degree here, and this formula will become FB is equals to ILB only. Okay. So students, we some of the time we directly write F is equal to ILB. Don't waste your time in the exam writing this thing. You are not going to get any marks for this. This is just obvious. You have studied it in 11th class also. So these are the basics that examiner is assuming that you know that. Okay, so question will be of 1 mark. If it is of 2 marks, then 1 mark will be for the formula. So F is equals to ILB. If you direct write ILB, that then also you'll get full marks, because so some of the time in your books you will find the formula directly written. So when the formula is directly written, I told you, and you can again note this thing down if you have not noted it. So please note it down. You will have a confusion, sir, why this, why that. See, F is equals to, I'm giving you one example, IL cross B. So when theta is equals to 90 degree, then the magnitude will be ILB. So some of the time this formula will be directly given to you, right? Like dot product, work done is equals to F dot D. So if the theta is equals to 0 degree, so cos 0 is 1. So you will, some of the time you will find the, so students note, these are very important points. First point, second point, you will not get the number, you will writing this thing and then writing theta 90 and then writing this formula. So if it is obvious, directly start from this formula. Similarly for the dot product. Is this clear to you? So if the dot and cross are not there, so it's obvious that theta is 90 degree over there in your NCERT book, and here it's the dot product, theta is 0 degree. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. So FB, ILB, right? And G is your MG. So what is B? Magnitude of B you have to find. So mg upon, so first of all, do the calculations algebraically, okay, as much as you can. So mg upon IL. So mg is mass in kilograms. So you have to change it into kilograms, 0.2 kilogram. SI system. So 0.2 into G is 9.8 meter per second square. I is given in amperes 2 and L is given in SI unit 5 meters. So students, you get a formula 0.65 Tesla. Okay. Now, if you talk about mass per unit length, see here, we don't talk about mass per unit length of the wire. We can calculate that mass is 0.2 kilogram upon, so mass upon L plays a, this plays a big role. So more is the mass per unit, more is the density, more will be your magnetic field. And as I discussed with you earlier also, so here it is, so I discussed with you earlier also that the magnetic field of Earth is 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 Tesla. So you can see here the field is 0.65 Tesla. So which is much more than this. Is this clear? So that is why this is ignored. Magnetic field of Earth. Students, I hope this question is clear to you. Shall we move on to the next question? Done? Okay. So now next example 4.2. So in the magnetic field, if the magnetic field is parallel to positive y-axis, oh, that's good. So it's already given to you that the field is parallel to y-axis, positive y-axis. So it means field is in the direction of, so the direction of magnetic field is given to you. Positive y-axis means j cap. Okay, that's the direction. And the charged particle is moving along positive y-axis. Oh, that's good. Again, direction of v is also given to you. What is it? So this is parallel to plus y-axis, and this is given to you along positive x-axis. So that's a I cap. Which way Lorentz force be for which way? So direction you have to find, students. Don't worry about magnitude. So direction, yes. Now the charge, sign of charge matters, isn't it? So F is equals to, so you have charge particle, okay? So Q V cross B. So you have two cases. Case one involves electron, and case 2 involves proton. So students, charge is same, okay, and we are not worried about the charge, but the magnitude of the charge. Of course, positive or negative we have to put here. So here F is equals to, so the charge is positive because we are finding on direction, so no magnitudes. What is V? So electron charge is negative. Why don't you people participate? So V is your I, B is your J, right? So what is the direction of F? So Fi cross J is your K. So that's minus K cap. That's, so FB will act along minus Z axis, right? What about proton? F is equals to Q V cross B. So F will be equal to, so proton here positive, so I cross J, and this direction will be given to you by, that's K cap. So here FB is along Z axis. Is this clear? You can see the figure also, students. So in the figure also he has taken the same x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So again he has given you positive here, so positive assumes, so see how he draws positive. So positive is this is your positive cross sign means moving inside, so that's your magnetic field. Okay, is this clear? See how it is shown in your book, figure 4.4, page number 137. Is this clear, students? And velocity is given along x-axis. Yes. So for proton, the force will be in this direction for proton. And for electron, force will be in this direction. So force on proton upward, force on electron downward. Is this clear? अब ये बड़ी मजेदार बात. Okay. So our next topic depends on this. Okay. So now what will happen, students? Just let us discuss this thing. So now you know we have this figure, this x-axis. Let's make a big figure, isn't it? And that's your y-axis, and that's your z-axis. So the field is parallel to y-axis, the field is along y-axis, okay? And what's the velocity of electrons? So you have a field over here, understood? So it is moving in this direction, so the field is in this direction. So how am I going to draw this? Like this. Try to understand, students. Is this clear to everyone? So that's how I am going to draw. So this is uniform field, so all these crosses are supposed to be at equal distances. So field is moving into the plane, right? The what you are looking at a screen. So the field is moving into the screen. Okay. Yes. That's where the direction of field is, isn't it? The direction of field is along the y-axis. So now you have a charge positive q which enters from here. That's the positive charge. So students, what's the case here? This charge, the direction of what's the direction of v? What's the direction of v? Yes. See, that's the direction of v, which is along z-axis, k cap. What direction of b? That direction of b, which is along j. So f equals to q v cross b. So v is positive charge here. No worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. So what is force? Direction of force. V is k cap into b is j cap. So what is minus I cap? Very good, wonderful. So what will be the direction? So that's your plus I cap, and this direction will be your minus I cap, right? So what will be the direction? This is the direction of the. So what will happen to it, students? Yes. See, force is acting in the direction perpendicular to the plane of VB. So what's your VB plane? So VB plane is your this plane. This is your VB plane, you can say. Yes. VB means this plane. Yes, this plane we are talking about. Yes, this plane. So the force will act, and so field is over here, right? So it will have a, so force acting in this direction, so it will, turn this around, means circular motion. Now again tell me, what direction of velocity? This. So see, direction of B is fixed. Direction of B is fixed, yes or no? So this is fixed. Now this is first case here. Now second case. See, you can take all the cases here also, okay, but you will get the same answer. So students, tell me now, what is the direction of V? That's along minus x-axis, yes? So V is along minus x-axis and B is along j-axis. That's fixed, okay? So what will the direction of force? Minus k cap. So k cap is upward. This is downward. So that's the direction of your force. Now again it will turn. So it is pulling it in the circle. So at all the points you can find the force. So what about this third point? F will be equal to C. This is fixed into what is the direction of velocity here? Tangential. So that is now minus k cap. Yes. So that's equals to what is k cross j? See, that's your I j k. So k to j. So moving in opposite direction, that's minus I cap. So that is I cap. So what is the direction of force here? Direction of the force. This is the direction of force. So here at this point, this was direction of force, means this was in minus k cap direction, this was in minus I cap direction, this is in I cap direction. So again it will move it like this. And what the direction of force here at this fourth point? So this direction of V. So direction of this is fixed magnetic field. What is the direction of velocity? So that's x-axis, you can see, that's I cap. So I cap dot j cap is cross k cap. So k cap is your z-axis, right? So that's the direction of force. So you can see that there will be circular motion, students. And the force is the centripetal force. And who is providing this centripetal force? It is the magnetic force. So magnetic force is providing centripetal force. And you will have a circular motion. So very important diagram, students. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay. So we'll proceed further. Today's your homework is, if you have some questions, you can practice the questions based on these concepts from your SL. That's your choice. Today I am giving. Okay. And further I will, if there are, I will write the questions. Means I will send you the homework. Okay. 3-4 questions. You can see it in the classroom stream. Okay. So that's all. Just revise it well. Okay. Make your own diagrams, revise it well, whatever we have done, and you can see the recording also. I will upload the video. Okay. Thank you so much, students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.